Hey, today we're going to be showing how to do a braided updo on a person who has layered hair. What I did prior to starting this video was I went ahead and washed her hair with Healthy Sexy Hair shampoo and conditioner to get her hair prepped and primed for the next step. The next step that I did was I blew her dry with Smooth Encounter and Smooth and Seal. Smooth Encounter has coconut oil, and it is going to help to close the cuticle so that her hair looks healthy and shiny for this hairstyle. After we've blown her dry and got her smoothed out, what I'm going to do is take a teasing brush and back comb what a tease in a bottle, and I'm going to spray this through her hair to give her some texture so that her braids look good and full of volume. When you're teasing hair, make sure you tease only in one direction. You don't want to tease up and down and zigzag, because what that's going to do is it's going to create tangles. We don't want to create tangles, we just want to create volume. So I'm taking different partings here, and I'm going ahead and I'm roughing the hair up so that when I do the braid, it's going to grab better and it's going to have good volume. I don't want crazy amount of volume, just enough. Go ahead and turn towards me. Thank you. Once again, I am just teasing, going the same direction, because then you can tell your client when they take their hair down later on to brush their hair the opposite direction, and their teasing will come out much easier and they won't have a big mess on their hands. Okay, so now that you've got your hair with a little more texture and a little more volume in it, you're going to go ahead and split the hair into two sections. We're going to be working on this section first, so I'm going to go ahead and put a clip and move this section out of my way. And then I'm going to simply start a Dutch braid. Chin up for me. And I want to take this Dutch braid all the way down her head. And a Dutch braid is, instead of a French braid where you're taking the pieces under the center, you're going over and adding every single time. Add to one side, take that center over, and then add to the other side. Take it over, and continue throughout the hair. This is great when you're doing this on somebody who has layers in their hair, because the little pieces will look great even when they're messy for this bohemian hairstyle. That volume is awesome in her hair right now to help with this braid. And when I pancake the braid out in a little while, it'll intensify the pancake. Pancaking of a braid is just taking the braid, pulling on the individual stitches, and making the actual braid look wider and fluffier than it was when you first stitched it together. So I'm just doing this Dutch braid all the way down the one side of her head. When I'm done with the Dutch braid, I'm going to go ahead and put a rubber band in, and then I'll pancake it out. If you have any little ends that do stick out, which a good thing to do is to grab some soy paste by Healthy Sexy Hair, and you can tuck those ends in as necessary. Here's some soy paste, and you just grab a little bit and you can touch it to the ends. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the end here. And then I'm going to go ahead and pancake it out. And pancaking it out means you're just going to give a little tug on each of the little stitches to make the braid look more voluminous. I like a big old fat braid. Then you're going to go ahead and remove your clip, and you're going to repeat what you did on the right side on the other side. So you're going to take a section and you're going to start with your Dutch braid. So once again, you take the center section up and you're just going to keep adding to the outside sections. It's a fairly quick hairstyle, and when you do a Dutch braid, the braids tend to hold a lot stronger than a French braid, which is a much looser braid. So the stitches are tighter. That's why I like to pancake them out later, because they pancake really nice. And you try not to hurt your client in the chair when you're pulling on their hair, because you don't want to have an unhappy camper. Would you mind turning a little bit away from me? Thank you. And once again, once you get to the bottom, you're going to go ahead and put the elastic in and pancake this side. And remember what I was saying before, pancaking is loosening up the stitches that you made in the braid in the first place to make them look much more voluminous, big, fat, sexy braid. Now before I go ahead and put the braids on the back of her head, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more of the Big Sexy Hairspray, the Get Layered hairspray, and I'm going to spray all the little stitches to set the style. And I can loosen it up, knowing that the Sexy Hair Get Layered is going to do what I need it to do to give me the volume that we want for this hairstyle. Okay, so now we've got her two Dutch braids, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to twist them on each other so that we have a beautiful bun that looks like a much more intricate hairstyle than what we've actually done. So what we're going to do is we're going to first of all spray this other side with the Get Layered hairspray. Then I'm going to take this and we're going to twist it across, and we're going to put a pin in it. You want to put the pins on the underside so you don't see them with the final hairstyle. Then I'm going to take this braid and I'm going to put it under, and then I'm going to flip it back around and I'm going to put pins in it along the way. Tucking those tails in so we don't see them. And then you'll see we have one tail hanging out over here, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to wrap it back around. And I'm going to grab part of this braid that's right here, to hide any rubber bands or any other pins or any pieces of hair that are loose. And we're going to hide this little tail. And one more pin, we should be secured. Can you give me a turn that way a little more? Thank you. And now if you see, we've pancaked out the braid on this side. And she has a beautiful crown braid updo. Turn the other way. Let's see if I can shed some light on this. Thank you for turning. Gorgeous. Now to keep that hair lasting all night long, you want to take some stay and spray. Spray and stay and spray. So her hairstyle will be locked in for the whole night. Thank you.